calls for justice in Kansas City, where police say a 16-year-old was shot by a homeowner after mistakenly going to the wrong house to pick up his siblings. The family's attorney says that the teen was shot in the head and they just want justice and answers. So how do the hundreds of people protesting outside that home?
This should not be
justice for Ralph!
Protests in Kansas City after 16-year-old Ralph Yarl was shot by a homeowner when he mistakenly went to the wrong home. Police say the high school junior's parents asked him to pick up his siblings at an address on 115th Terrace, but he accidentally went to a home on 115th Street, where, according to his family, he was shot in the head through a glass door after he rang the doorbell. Yarl recovering in the hospital.
This child and this child's family knows that there are people working hard, a number of people working hard to make sure there is justice.
The shooter, who has not yet been identified, was taken into custody, then released pending further investigation.
You do have a police department that is listening, that cares, and we take all of these cases seriously.
Hundreds took to the streets demanding the shooter's arrest.
This should not be the fate of black children.
The family hopeful for a full recovery.
Ralph will feel a lot of love because this is a lot of people. It's amazing.
And our thanks to Alex Perez for that. Well, Kansas City Councilman Dan Fowler joins us now for more. Councilman, have you spoken to Ralph Yarl's family, and do you know anything about his condition that you could share with us this hour?
No, I have not spoken to his family. The most I've been able to learn is that he is in the hospital and he's recovering.
What about what the next move forward? Just, your reaction to what happened and how this is going to turn out. I mean, with regard to the homeowner that opened fire, there's just so many questions here that we don't have answers to yet.
Well, I think there are a lot of questions a lot of us don't have answers to yet, and we are relying upon our police department to do a very thorough and complete investigation to determine what the facts are. I think as far as reaction goes, I personally am stunned. This is not the type of thing that I'm accustomed to seeing in this part of the city. I think there's a mixture of stunned, outrage, and disbelief at what has happened. I look at myself, the same thing could have happened to me anytime if I go to pick up my grandkids and end up at the wrong address. I don't see how this happens, that somebody can go push a doorbell and suddenly get shot. It doesn't make any sense to me. But I say all of that. I don't know what the facts are beyond what has been published.
So you don't know anything about the homeowner, why there was a gun in the home, why the homeowner decided to open fire? Can you answer any of that? And do you even think that this could have been an act of racism?
I don't know any of those facts. Those have not been released yet, as is common when something like this is being investigated. I think the police want to do it as much as they can in isolation so that they do get all the facts and get them accurately. And that is what they're trying to do right now. We do not yet know the identity of the homeowner or his motivations or even the details as to what happened. So right now it's kind of hard to speculate on what his motives were. That's the most I can say.
And do we know how close this homeowner was to where this young man, where Ralph Yarl was actually wanting to go to find, his siblings or to collect his siblings?
Yeah, I think we do, because the difference up here between 115th Street and 115th Terrace, you're talking about a block. So he just got onto the wrong street and ended up at the wrong house. There's a good chance that the house he's really trying to go to was just within, I don't know how big those blocks are over there, but maybe 100 feet. It could have been farther. I don't know the addresses.
Oh, that's just heartbreaking. Well, I hope that you stay in touch with this, Councilman. We really do want to stay on top of the story, find out exactly what happened and how exactly this community is going to find justice for this young boy and his family. And keep us updated on his condition as well, please. Yes.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Appreciate the opportunity to speak with you. And I do ask everyone to please pray for Mr. Yarl. I'm a firm believer in that. And I think with some prayers, he will hopefully come to a complete and full recovery. What little I know about him, this is the kind of kid that made his school district and his parents proud. And we hope that he can go on and do many, many great things in his life.
Well, that's the first thing that we've really learned about him. So he was a good student and loved by his classmates. Is that what you know?
That's what I know. He was, from what I hear in the media, he was thinking in terms of going to either Stanford or Princeton. And unless you're a really good student, you don't even think of those terms. I certainly did. But he just sounds like a really, really good kid.
You know, that's information we didn't know, and appreciate the context more about this young man. Dan Fowler, City Councilman there in Kansas City, appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.